And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this is an impromptu live stream. I figured you got to see what General Veers can do against R2-D2, so I'm going to take in my Empire to see how well I can fare and see if I can unlock it. I also want to visit the packs to kind of analyze those packs and decide whether those packs are right for you or not. So as you guys are hopping on, say hello down below. I'm excited. We're going to be doing this. It's pretty awesome. All right. Got a few people hopping on. We're just going to hang out for a second. All right. It says, what's up, Warrior? Hello there. Hi. Morning. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hey. Batman fan. So this is going to be less of an interactive this morning, and it's going to be more of me just kind of going through the game and playing and stuff. If you guys have questions, you can. Hello from Sweden, Callie. So there may be a lot of questions and stuff, but this is not going to be kind of like our other question and answer sessions. Jason Hamlin says he thinks I'll get him to 7 stars. I think I will too. By the way, I change my cap, my ball cap, every time, and that's right. This is my my Grand Junction Police Department ball cap. That is where I was a law enforcement officer. That's a little hint about Warrior's past. I'll try to give you guys little nuggets about me from time to time. May the 4th be with all of you as well. I hear a ton of people are getting like gifts and crazy stuff. I'm like, where's my gift? And then I remembered my wife got me a Star Wars poster just recently. So I'm like, okay, there it is. So let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, so Nathan Robinson says, so much money spent in the game. Dude, I got caught up in the packs. I did. Yep. It's the time to get them, right? That's the time to get them. So let's go ahead and go into those packs and talk about them. So this, to the far left, the Powerup Bundle is probably one of the biggest packs I've ever seen as far as what they give you for what you pay. It's 60 American dollars. Not sure what it is for you guys. Someone asks, what do you think about the clones getting a rework? I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. They're pretty good already. But this pack comes with 5 characters, 3 of them at unlock, and then the other 2 at unlock, but at 25 because they're only a 3-star unlock. And they've got lots of gear in here to get all of them to gear level 4. So pretty awesome. If you're inclined to spend money in the game, then this is a good pack because you're going to get a lot for what you pay. But if you're not inclined to spend money in the game, you're free to play, or maybe you spend, $10 a month, this pack isn't for you, okay? So that's what's up with this one. Now, this is interesting. This is called a faction pack. And they're giving you anywhere from 10 to 330. That means a full 7-star unlock. That's not happening. Not to be rude, but it won't. But the possible characters, there's a ton of really good Empire characters inside here, and you have quite a few. Shore Trooper, Snow Trooper. I mean, there's a ton of really good characters. The game isn't updating on the stream, huh? I'm going to have to fix that. Let's see what's going on. All right. I think I figured it out. Let's see. Okay. There we go. I got it. There's a slight bit of a delay. I got it figured out. Okay, there we go. It should be updating now with me. Okay, good. Joshua Smith says the packs are frozen. I think I got it figured out. Man, I tell you what, streaming is another world, but I'm learning, for sure I'm learning. All right, can you guys see it now? It should be good to go. You should be able to see the packs. Working now, good, okay, good. 20 Imperial Guard shards, far too expensive. You know, you're right. Okay, so let's go into that. So this pack, everybody's saying, you know, it's too expensive, and I'm saying it's a good value. It's a good value in the relevance of EA. What they give you for what you pay, this is a good value. Is it a good value for you? Probably not. And again, if that's your mindset, that you're saying this isn't a good pack, it's not a good pack for you. Everybody has a different perspective. And someone asks if I could buy a faction pack. It would be a complete literal waste of credits for me because I have all of these guys 7-star. So it would be literally a waste of crystals. So let's see. Loco, what's happening, Loco? And Joshua says all good now. Thanks for the feedback, by the way. I'm brand new to this whole streaming thing. I didn't do it in the past, and I'm trying to get a little more into it. I'm learning a little as I go, so we're going to figure it out together. But Kansas, that's where my dad lives, is Kansas. There's another nugget from Warrior. All right, so this particular pack, you're going to get 10 for $6.99, which is 70. You're going to pay 70 crystals per shard, and you can get most of these guys for free. For the couple like Shore Trooper and whatnot, you would really have to be lucky to get it. So my suggestion on the faction pack is no. That would be my overall suggestion for the faction pack. It's an absolute, I would say, no. It says, dude, are you able to go on a developer account and open up a ton of faction packs? Jonathan asked me that. That would be fun, but I no longer have access to that pre-build. The way that works is they open up the pre-build for us a few days before an event. We get to kind of play in the event. There's always a little hiccups and things we got to fix through. Like sometimes things don't work or certain characters aren't in there. And then once we... Steven asks if I have any brownies today. I don't have any brownies today. But they open it up. We try and work the kinks out the first couple of days of the pre-build. And then once we get the kinks worked out, we try and record as much footage as we can. And then we try and build a couple of videos out of the footage that we get. And then they shut it down because they can't have that running 24/7. And so that's what happens with the developer build. So the Powerup Bundle is probably a no, but if you've got a lot of money and you're burning a hole in your pocket, maybe if you need those characters, it would be a really quick way for a brand new whale to get up really high and really fast. The faction pack, I would say no to, okay? And then these packs, the Emperor's Finest packs, this is probably one of the best ways to snipe a specific character like Death Trooper or Shore Trooper and get him up really, really quick. So it says, do you think the $20 Shore Trooper bundle is worth it? That's an excellent question. Yes. If you do not have Shore Trooper and you are a dolphin, meaning someone that spends a little bit of money in the game, this is worth it all day, every day. Even if you throw everything away, just the 80 shards for Shore Trooper is definitely worth it in this pack. Some Wookiee cookies. This pack is definitely worth it because Shore Trooper is one of the best tanks in the game, and he's by far the best Empire tank in the game. So this pack would be worth it. If you don't know much about Death Trooper or Snow Trooper, if you're going to go Veers and you have Veers up, you would definitely need to do Emperor's Finest Death Trooper pack, because that Death Trooper is amazing. And Death Trooper, even though he's a free, you can grind him out, he does take a while to get up. So, you know, if you're inclined to spend some money, these packs are right here are worth it if you're inclined to spend money. If you're not inclined to spend money, then don't buy these packs here, okay? As far as let's see, someone says, should I buy the Shore Trooper bundle or the 21-day crystal booster? Colts fan asks that. And honestly, if that's all the money you're going to invest is, 10 or 20 bucks, because the crystal booster's 10 and the Shore Trooper's 20, I would say do the crystal booster, because it's going to force you to get those crystals over a period of time, which will help you in the long run earn them. But Shore Trooper is awesome. Everybody asks about Shore Trooper and other tanks, how much health do they gain? They're from 3-star up are almost identical. There's only about 6,000 health gain. The bundles will get you much, much higher. Really, you're doing them for the rarity or the star rate of a character to get them usable in particular events. Like, for example, they know that these characters are reworked. People want to use them getting R2-D2, and so that's why. Lucas Black, what's happening? Is the Shore Trooper worth it if you already have a 3-star versus spending gems on hard node refreshes? Honestly, I would get Shore Trooper up if it was me. I am more than a dolphin. I am a whale. I do have a free-to-play account and a whale account, a play-to-pay account, so I do both. This is tempting to want to do this on my free-to-play account. I'm not going to, but it is pretty amazing. So Commodore Duncan asks, where's double drops? They did them early this year. They brought them in a few weeks back, and so we got to do that already. These packs, like I said, if you're not spending money in the game, just ignore them. If you spend a little bit of money in the game, the Emperor's Finest packs are good, and the Powerup Bundle is okay. The Faction pack is bad. So that's my rating. If it's a 3-star rating where 1-star, don't do it, 2-star maybe, and 3-star definitely, I would say the Emperor's Finest are the 3-star packs for anybody who wants them. The Powerup Bundle is a 2-star, and the Faction pack would be a 1-star for sure. All right, so, hey, what's up, Tim? What's up, Patrick? I love when I get my patrons inside of live chat. Pretty exciting. Here soon, I'm going to be trying to pull live chat into my stream from my patrons and have my patrons on my live stream. I think that would be extremely fun. So we're going to check that out. WCC Studios says, it's hard being free to play. For sure. That is absolutely correct. I have many friends and family who are free to play. My brother is one of them. I did the very first roster review I ever did was on my brother's account. And you struggle, man. As free to play, it is difficult for sure. You've got to make some really tough decisions. Although on the other side, on the flip side, it's almost easier at times because you only can focus on a couple characters, and so it sometimes makes it easier than someone who's focused on 8 because they're just so scatterbrained at what they're trying to accomplish and do. And then once you start spending, you feel like you have to keep spending to kind of keep it up, and that's where they suck you in. So make sure that if you spend any money in games, that you set a budget for yourself beforehand. If that budget is $10 a month or $30 a month or $100 a month, make sure you have that budget and that you stick to that budget. And if you're free to play and you don't spend, you don't have to worry about it. Someone said, what about those extra 25% crystal packs? I'm going to get there, but I wanted to go into resources. Did you guys know the mod packs dropped again? These mod packs dropped back in the store. I didn't see or hear anything about this, but I did run into them going into here. I was just exploring, looking at what they dropped, and I found these. Now, the last time these came out, the drops were less than admirable. Lots of 3 stars, not very many good mods, and so I would say these are probably not a very good buy. And then for crystals, that's right, you guessed it, I got caught up in the extra 25% off, and I got them. If you are someone who needs crystals, and that's the number one thing for refreshes, for gear in the shipments, and you have some money, this is now the time to get them. If you're going to get them, this is the time to get them. I saved and waited. I had a feeling we'd probably have something like this coming up. If you've noticed on my previous videos, my crystals were like 800, 600, 1500, like really low for me. And I just was using my dailies, saving up my dailies. And now these packs have come out. I went ahead and spent a little bit of money on these for sure. CMAC asks, how long am I going to be streaming? I don't know, for a while, probably at least an hour, I'm guessing. And I'm going to do the event, so that'll be fun. Just trying to go through all the different things so you guys have questions on this. Resources, let's see. There's nothing else in here. While we're in here, the credits here are absolutely horrific. The training bots are horrific. Do not do the ships credits or training bots. This is an absolute waste of your money. And then the Galactic Gear Pack. Okay, this is the thing. Now I want you to listen really, really carefully with the Galactic Gear Pack. It's not worth it for 99% of you guys. It would be worth it for someone like me. Let me show you why. When you go into the Galactic Gear Pack, do you see these little green dots? Okay, you see these little green dots on everybody? These green dots symbolize that that item is needed. Colts fans in class. Oh my God. I hope you don't have it up loud. All right, so these green dots signify that I need these items for a character in my section where all my characters. Now, if you scroll over and look at all the green. I need virtually everything in here. So spending 600 crystals, I mean, look at that. Only a couple rows do I not need. And actually, some of this stuff I would use on some of my characters at some point. So for me, if I spent 600 crystals on this, it's going to give me a ton of stuff that I will be using or could be using. For most people, when you open this up, the Galactic Gear Pack, you're going to notice that you only need like 3 rows or 4 rows. And then all the rest are not going to be things. So it's a long-term play, and I wouldn't worry about a long-term play. So I would say no to this. Let's see, what other packs are in here that we could talk about really quick before I get out of packs. Oh, I've done the credit packs, but rarely. That's not a good buy. I just, sometimes you get in a credit crunch and you need them. I have less of a credit crunch now than I did before, but you might see me buy one of these today because I'm at 4.31 million. And you know what? While we're in here, might as well buy one so you guys can see the drop pack. You can get up to 1.68 million. So let's do one of these bad boys and see what we get. No, Baze is not going to go down in shipments. He's going to probably always be in shipments, but be at the premium amount until probably a year from now. So I got 140, 140, and 210. That's not bad. Let's do one more just to see the drop rate again. And someone asked about the purple ability mats. How do you get them? You know, the best way to get purple ability mats is the Cantina, the highest levels like Cantina level 8. When I'm farming for Sith Trooper, Sith Assassin, Death Trooper, all those characters up there, the purple drop rate is phenomenal. I think I earn about 100 a week, which has really, really helped get my character's ability levels up. So the first one looked pretty good. Look at this crap. 140,000, and then all the rest were at minimum, so we'll be done there for sure. That is not a very good value, but I have 5.78 million. I needed around 6.5, I think, for the event. And then let's see, resources. I say don't buy it, and then I buy it. That's terrible. Training droids, you should always have more than enough training droids, and if you're running out, you're probably just brand new to the game and need to be patient. Yeah, the credit packs are literally the worst value. Jonathan Pease, you're right. But I am going to need those for R2 this morning, and I unfortunately spent some on... I normally try and keep around 10 million of each credit, so you can see I've got 14 million of the shipbuilding materials, and then I've got almost 6 million now of the credits. But I try to keep about 10 million, but I saw some good stuff in the mod stores. So I always tell people, go to the mod store and look in here. What's this? R2-D2 has arrived. All right. Get me out of here. All right. OBS crashed. Never had that before. All right, are you guys there? What the heck? Stupid packs just keep popping up. All right, so I come in here and I look at these, and I'm always looking to see if I can find, you know, a good one for credits. I only look for credits. All right, we're good now. Man, I can't believe OBS crashed. But, you know, that kind of stuff happens, I guess. Live streaming is a funny thing. The ads are annoying, but you know those ads are rare. Those are actually far and few between for sure. All right. Random people sending me friend requests. Jeez, the pop-ups now are crazy. Yeah, you can't click them in Nox. I figured that out. I'm learning as I go. Nox, though, is the most stable of all that I've tried. All right. Well, Vision just promoted Shore Trooper to 7 stars, so I guess somebody took my suggestion on getting those Shore Trooper shards for sure. So those are the packs. That's what we wanted to talk about. Let's go ahead. The new Empire packs I mentioned that I thought they were, you know, they're decent for anybody who spends money. Let's go ahead and go into the event. All right, should I use my Darth Vader as a lead or my Emperor Palpatine as a lead? My suggestion and my thoughts is Emperor Palpatine, since he's got so many anti-rebel abilities. What do you think? What do you think? All right, let's do that. Let's do TIE Fighter pilot underneath him. That would be pretty good. Someone asked what the N in my name stands for. Steven did, and that is for Instinct, because I'm from Team Instinct. All right. Shore Trooper for the heel, and Darth Vader, and Death Trooper. Boy, that's a lot of black outfits. That looks pretty awesome. Death Trooper is the lead. All right. Let's go ahead and battle it out. Palpatine, that's the way to go. There's those boxes. All right. Interesting. Can't hear for some reason. I don't know why. That's my arena team. This is really your arena team? Pretty cool. Alright, let's get rid of them. Yeah, Death Trooper now specifically under General Veers is pretty amazing for sure. All right, that seemed pretty quick, pretty easy. You can hear inside. Okay, you guys have volume. Good. You know why I don't have volume? Because I don't have my headphones on. That's my own dang fault. That's why. Alrighty, let's just stick with this team. Oh, few people saying lag. Let's go ahead and get rid of most of them. Is it the game lagging or my face lagging? If you guys want to respond, that'll be good to know. Snow Trooper lead? I don't think so. All right. Let's stick with the same team. I like this team. I don't use Empire a ton. The game is lagging. Maybe slow it up just a little bit. Only the game footage. Both is lagging. Game lag. So some people say both. Some people say me and the game. Slowed it up a little bit. I wonder if it's OBS. It crashed on me earlier. Alright, let's go ahead and attack these guys. Wow. I love TIE Fighter Pilot. Dang. Darth Vader for the win. I have the latency check on, so it should be okay, but, you know, internet's a funny thing as well. I'm on Wi-Fi right now, and it's real fast up and down, but, you know, sometimes it fluctuates, and sometimes Wi-Fi drops and things like that. It's looking better now? Alright. What level were we on? Crap, I'm just zipping through this. Level 4, okay, we haven't unlocked him yet. Faveman says, Warrior, have you ever heard of Snapchat? You should try it. I do have Snapchat. If you've seen any of my recent videos, you've seen a few Snapchat filters with me as a dog and some other stuff that scares the hell out of people. Alright, let's get rid of Han Solo. Turn slow mode off? How do I turn slow mode off? Is there a way to do that? Colts fan, you're telling me to turn slow mode off. Where can I find slow mode? Is that you talking about in OBS? I don't see slow mode. Are you talking about on YouTube or on OBS? Colts fan. Oh, you guys are talking about the live chat, slow mode in live chat. So the reason why I put that on is I don't want one person to spam the channel 100 times like the last time I streamed. And that's why I turned it on, because people were spamming the hell out of me. And I can hardly, yeah, YouTube chat. I've got it turned on so I don't get spammed. Sorry, guys. The reason why I have it on there is because I had too many people just spamming the heck out of me. Alright, we're going to do something really quick, though. Alright, that looks better. Just want to make sure that you guys can actually see the full screen. There we go. Yeah, it's not a big deal, and it's not a big deal because I had other people spamming the heck out of me, so I just don't want that to happen, so unfortunately I gotta have the filter in there. Alright, let's get rid of R2. Wow, 58,000. Love it. Sorry, Colts fan, I know you're not a spammer. Bam! Whoppa! He's done. Alright, now we're about to unlock. That was some good stuff. Alrighty, so this is for the 5-star. I think I'm going to be okay. There's the boxes. Oh, run, R2! Run! R2, you're our only hope! Alright, they're gonna beat the hell out of me right away. I can feel it already. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. 3 turns. That's not too bad. Wow. That was a quick destruction of Han Solo, poor guy. Well, I was talking to Colts fan. Someone asked, why am I saying Colts fan? And I was saying Colts fan because that's who was talking. Dang. All right, Death Trooper. Wow. Burning me again. He's burning me. Let's get rid of him. All right. Chewbacca. Just good old-fashioned regular Chewbacca. I love that they made sure it wasn't Clone Wars Chewbacca. Uh-oh. Chewbacca's going down. Here we go. Wow. It says by tier 7, it's nearly impossible to get a debuff on R2. Interesting. I bet his tenacity's at like 80 for the event. So I have unlocked him. Now let's see if I can get him 6-star and 7-star. So far, you know, he's an event Chewbacca. He's an event Chewbacca. So there's a lot, and I mean a lot of characters in the game that you guys have never seen or played with that are just sitting in the game files, and all they have to do is activate it, and once that character is activated, he's got a whole new set of kit and strengths and weaknesses and all of that. Chewbacca that you're seeing here is someone that we've never played with before, and so it's not the Zeta Chewbacca at all. All right. 1 attack, 2, see 3 abilities, 4 abilities, 5 abilities, 6 abilities, 7 abilities, 8 abilities. Sweet, they went 8 times on round 6. Alright, let's go ahead and try and get them buffed. Let's do damage to, well, let's shock them all, or try and stun them. And then, got quite a bit of stuns. Let's go ahead and put offense up. Wow! We'll do a lot more damage. Have to hit Chewie. Dang it, I don't want to hit Chewie. Chewbacca is very tanky in this. Let's go ahead and debuff them all. Or most of them anyway. Poor Han Solo, goodbye. 25k. There we go. And let's go ahead and get Luke out of here. And then we'll go to Princess Leia next. A potato thinks I'm being potatoist. Means I'm being isist against potatoes. I am isist against potatoes. Potatoes should not be talking. That's not right. That's not normal. Potatoes go in my stomach and I eat them and they taste delicious. Alright, I think I got this wrapped up pretty good. Colts fan asked if I'm in the Alliance Discord server, and you know, to be honest, I don't know. I'm in way too many servers for my taste. I would love to say I like to be in all the servers, but it's so much. Let me just say this. I woke up this morning, looked at my phone, and I had 192 notifications. How do you deal with that? How does any human being in the world wake up and deal with 192 notifications? And those notifications aren't just a single conversation. They represent up to 20 to 50 people talking in one conversation. How do you catch up? How do you keep up? It's impossible. So yeah, I don't know. I don't mind being in other chats, but it definitely is difficult for sure to keep up with all of that. So I just do my best. I take a step back, I relax, I just do what I can. And by the way, someone asked me earlier what I do for a living, because they said, you don't just do YouTube. No, I don't make hardly any money on YouTube, so YouTube is not my primary source of income. I have a family. I actually manage a sleep number store. I sell sleep number beds, and so yeah, there's that. I do that on the side. It's blesses me and allows for me to be a whale in the game before I ever started YouTube. Black Cobalt SS says, "Yo Warrior, how are you?" All right. Your stream keeps buffering. I don't know why. I wish I could figure that out. I'm wondering if it's the latency. Let me check it out. All right, let's try that. How's that? Is that better? Steven Schlitzer, I think it's Schlitz, says he has a sleep number bed. Yeah, sleep number. All right. Let's do something else. Both the cam and the game are laggy. It's an internet thing right now. What does the stream bitrate need to be at? Because I thought lowering it would help, but maybe not. I had it about 6,000. I've raised it up to 12,000. Tell me what the 12,000 bitrate looks like now. What? A potato says, "What's a sleep number?" It's a number at which you sleep at, called a sleep number. How's the stream now, you guys? I have the bitrate up to 12,000. Whatever I just did help. Okay. So, yeah, I raised the bitrate up quite a bit just now. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I could probably take it up even higher if I need to. They ask, in a Resistance team, who should be replaced by R2-D2? Probably Resistance Pilot. I hate to say it, but Resistance Pilot would be the one I would pull. Steven says it seems to be working better. Jonathan says still pretty laggy, very choppy. A tad better. Let's see. At least the sound doesn't lag. That's hilarious. Yeah, I guess if that's if you're just listening, that's cool. Definitely increased lag with the bitrate. Try a 2000 bitrate. That low? Do you think if I go that low? That's a really low bitrate. Do we want to go really, really low on the bitrate? So, for any of you specialists that know about streaming, I thought you wanted to have the bitrate higher for less stream, but am I wrong? Do I need to go lower for less lag? I need to drop the bitrate down for less lag? Because I had it all the way down to 4,000, and everybody said it was lagging bad. All right. Well, I have really fast internet now, finally. So, but we're gonna try to change. All right. All right, cool. All right, we have changed the settings. All right, Batsman fan says, leave it alone. Let's just play. That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, it can keep up. If not, oh well. A sleep number is like the uniform field soil classification system, except for beds and people, instead of soil for potatoes. All right, let's go ahead and finish this battle off. This is going to be the hardest right here, so... All right. Let's do this. 1 turn. Count them out. 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, 6 turns, 7 turns, 8 turns, 9 turns, 10 turns, 11 turns. Dang! They got 11 turns before I get to do anything. I'm glad I brought Shore Trooper into this. Hey, all my guys resisted Obi-Wan. Man, his Obi-Wan's potency must suck. Dang, man, this is gonna be a tough one. All right, let's try and stun them. Steven says he's got to go back to work. Hey, man, I hear ya. Go back to work. All right. Oh, and he gets buffs again. More buffs. I can hit them all anyway with that and put offense up. Alright. Leia. We should be able to take her out. And yeah, let's take her out. 41,000 and it wasn't a crit. Wow. I love Darth Vader for sure. Chewbacca is the only one not... well, we can heal now. Alright, Augustine says, "Go Broncos! What's your ship lineup under Tarkin? And what do you think about the packs?" Earlier, I talked about the packs. Most of them aren't really that worth it, but, you know, the 1999 packs, if you spend money in the game, they are worth it. If you spend money. If you don't, then don't worry about it. So this is the 7-star level, and of course this team I have is overpowered, so I'm doing very well, but I love the double attack. The TIE Fighter, like, nobody has protection left. I lost all my protection. Yeah, I don't remember it going down like this in the films. I don't either. If I was a character in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, who would I be? Probably Han Solo. Oh, I didn't get the ability block on him. Man. I love that double tap. With Death Trooper, that ability to attack a second time. Take out R2 first. I wanted to leave him last. I wanted to make this a challenge, right? Isn't that kind of the point? Make this a challenge? Because here's the end right here. Bah! But TIE Fighter pilot, man, he almost died with that burn on him. Alright, well, I have him unlocked now. I've been saving good gear for a while, but you know those shower drains, whatever the Mark III things are, I've got to get like 60 of those still. So it's going to be interesting. All right, activate character R2-D2. Activate. All right, get out of there. Activate. Confirm. Let's promote him. Bing. Who would I add? Thrawn, Price, or Snoke? Thrawn. That's who I would add. Thrawn. And $1 million. 1 million credits. Let's get him up. Jason. You got him to 7 stars. I'm shocked. Yeah, I'm sure that you're shocked. All right, let's take him up to level 85. Whoop. 6.2. Yeah, the holo projectors, Mark III. Man, at gear level 1, he's 4,200 power. That's pretty crazy. Achievements. The droid you're looking for, 500k. Not bad. Yeah, I ended the whole thing with 1.46 million, so I would have probably made it without wasting my crystals on that. All right. Jonathan says, is it true you have one of the best rosters in the game? I have about a 94% on my collection score. If you go to characters, I've got like 60. Oops. I've got like 64 Gear 11 characters. And I have a lot of gear, but that I could be putting on these characters. I haven't really done much with Scoundrels. You can kind of see that. They're coming down here. There's a bunch. Yeah, you made almost 2 million doing those battles. I did. So there's our 2. So yeah, you can see. Here's my bottom. Jedi Knight, Guardian, don't work on. Greedo, I didn't work on. I got a lot of the new Rebels down here. They're like in my bottom. Lobot is junk currently until his rework. Hopefully that'll happen. He's down there. Tusken Raiders down here. Tusken Shamans down here. Yeah, more Rebels and stuff. Director Krennic I'll probably work on. I'd like to try him in the team with Death Trooper and all the other troopers. I think that would be fun. Coruscant Underworld Police, I use him to die and get my 0 in raids. So yeah, there's that. And then R2-D2, let's check him out. All right. Let's go ahead and just start equipping it. I think I have enough equipment to get him up a little ways anyway, but we'll see. The pack of 699 crystals worth it, Thomas? No, 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 no. I would say no. I wouldn't do that. Man, I'm at gear level 2 and I'm running out of stuff. What kind of junk is this? All right. There we go. The gauntlet? You mean the gauntlet that's not the gauntlet? Alright, gear 3. You know, that ship's okay. I think a lot of these new ships have great kits, meaning they got lots of great abilities, but they're all like way underpowered and die pretty quickly, so that's kind of a problem, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you have to have a really amazing RNG blessings with those 699 packs. I would just stay away from them if it was me. Alright, starting to get into the higher gear levels. Gear level 4. And honestly, gearing up R2-D2 does not look too difficult until you get to gear level 10. He does not seem to be too difficult. Yeah, 120 Mark III projectors is absurd. And, you know, they're not that difficult. They're only 300 in the store, so I get 600 plus crystals a day for free. And so I could get a couple of them a day. The problem is the drop rate on them. Actually dropping in the store for 300 almost never happens. Yeah, I know. His power rating's amazing. Alright, let's keep going with this. Let's see how far I can get him to. Gear level 5, and that's where it ends. But you know, I bet I could get the rest of his stuff. And I got a lot of his high-end equipment. Actually, I've been saving all the real high-end stuff, so that way I could get him up. But I forgot about all the low-end stuff. But this stuff I should be able to farm for. So let's do crystal refreshes. let's just go crazy. Because I bought those extra 25% packs. Someone's gonna go nuts seeing all of this. They're gonna be like, are you kidding me? Alright. I wish there was a way, once you have it, to just hit auto-equip or something and be done with it. A lot of green that I need to get. By the way, people want to know how I farm. You're going to watch it right now. You get to see how I farm. I know people say the RNG works whether you roll 1 or roll 10. And yes and no, I agree with that statement to a point. But I have much better results doing it my way. So just watch. I get what I need. I'll get what I need. Alright, yeah, it looks like we should be able to get him up quickly. 200 crystal refreshes. Ew, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I'm not kidding you. Take those crystal refreshes to the bank. Alright, we need 5 of these guys. I wish I had all those crystals to spend. Yeah, well, they'll be gone by week's end. Faux show. Alright. Here's where it starts to get a little bit cattywampus. Here's one of these Mark IIIs. He takes a ton. I only have 2 of them. That's the problem. Yeah, I need one of these guys. Let's see, where can we find those? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, do whatever farming works for you mentally. That's exactly right, Black Cobalt. I just know the average drop rate. I like to farm the average drop rate, and I have consistency in getting what I want. Oh, 20/20. Speed mods help, but they give you that extra edge of speed that you need when you're going against a team that is really close to your speed. If they're using any other kind of mod, you know, the secondary stats. Let's see, Jason Hamblin says he knows how to farm regardless of whale status. I've gotten much further using Warrior Way. I tell you, I've done it both ways. I've done it both ways. I've been playing forever, and I try them both ways. And the way I farm, it works. And I get consistent results. I get inconsistent results the other way. So people can mock all they want. That's fine. They can do what they want. You know, my way doesn't hurt anybody. It only gets me what I need. And if they had a problem with it, then they should just not do it their way. Ka-chow! Got him to gear 7. Shore Trooper is viable, if you're wanting to know. They said, is he viable? Yeah, it looks like we're going to start hitting a brick wall here at gear 7. 2 more holo projectors. What a mess. Alright. Available in the fleet store. Alright. Let's see. Let's just get a few extra. So what's your way, Warrior? Are you watching? Because if you're watching the stream, you can see how I'm simming. And you can also see my results. How do you know the average drop rate per node? Because I tracked it for almost 3 months, every single day on every single node, and how much Warrior I learned. And I did 6 weeks with one method, which is it doesn't matter, and you just do 20 at a time. And I did the other way, which is mine, where you parse it out by the drop rate. And I doubled the average drop rate, so that way I get better results. and I get significantly more my way. There we go. And that's all I've got for energy, so it looks like we're done. It looks like... How many sim tickets you got? Yeah, I know, right? You get to a point where sim tickets... So let's see where that took R2. No, come on, R2, where are you? There you are. All right, we got to slap a favorites tab on him. The drop rate on First Order Stormtrooper is, on the hard nodes, is approximately 33%. Just so you know, all characters in the game, all characters nodes are approximately 33% in the hard nodes. That's why you'll average 1 out of 3. You might get 1 out of 3 one time, 0 out of 3 one time, and 3 out of 3 one time, but the average is going to be 1 out of 3. Let's see. Yep. Jason Hamlin's right. All RNG is programmed, and if you go to Vegas and if you think you're going to get lucky, you know, you could, but they still manipulate the random numbers generators. They're not going to let so many people win so often. They can actually control whether the RNG rolls favorably or not. Fleet Arena, people want to know Fleet Arena. Let's get these up real quick. I'm not going to take him past 3 yet. Let's take him up just to this part, and then I can focus on him another day. I remember when I was early in the game and I saw these. Says, do you have a guide of some where you wrote any of this drop rate down that you tracked? I actually have it in a notebook, but I'm not going to take the time to scan my friggin' notebook in. And I'm old school. I didn't put it in a like spreadsheet or anything like that. And so, yeah. And there's also a number of guys that did the same thing I did on Reddit, but they were wise and put it all into spreadsheets. So if you want to see their statistical drop rates on everything, which line up perfectly with mine, I would go to Reddit and I would look up the drop rates, and you'll find a couple of guys that did the same thing I did. So let's see. BSP says, can I see your data? Yeah, I'd have to grab my notebook and flip it up and showcase it to you guys, or scan it in or something like that. All right, let's go into fleet real quick. We'll do a fleet battle. I changed up my team entirely. I finally, I've been forever without this guy, which he's super squishy, but super happy I finally unlocked it. I had to farm this dang thing once it became farmable to get him. So that sucks. Because, yeah, I should have had him a long time ago. But that's why I got a 7-star Gen Urso so early, because I saved all of my stuff for the battles, you know, when we were doing the tournaments. And I skipped the tournament for the TIE Advanced so I could get Gen Urso. Warrior loves paper. Black Cobalt, you have no idea, dude. All of my roster reviews. You know what? Check this out. Hold on one second. You have no idea how old school I am. Notebook, and these are my notes, roster reviews, all the notes for rosters. I write everything down. I don't know, I'm terrible. A list to let me know who's next. This is terrible. I can't believe I'm showing you guys this. Shows you how terrible I am. But this is kind of cool. So like my in-depth character review of Darth Vader. All the notes. Oh, I am working on this review right now, by the way. So yeah, I've got these like papers, and I know. Says, I do know I saw a Discord pic of your notes. Yeah, right? It's crazy, but no, I have blank templates I created in paper. This is terrible. Look at... You guys think I got some sort of special thing? No, man. I just... Paper, man. Paper. It's it doesn't crash, you know? Paper doesn't crash. If you need access to it, you have access to it right away. And then, of course, I've got my notebook, my trusty notebook with notes. You know, Cassian's ship notes. I don't know, man. This is a terrible way. I should embrace the future and start doing digital notes or something. But anyway, it just makes it easier for me when I'm doing it. But yeah, I got a friggin' crazy notebook full of crap. I'm just not even going to start scanning all this stuff. All right, add me to the list. Subbed 18 minutes ago, huh? No, it's not bad. Do what works for you, warrior. That's what I'm saying, man. I just do what works for me because I do me, right? Armageddon, tree killer. That's pretty cool. Notes help. Jason, I am a tree killer. I'm sorry, man. They should add C-3PO and BB-8 and other droids to the team. That would be cool. I don't know, C-3PO. I'm not sure. See, warrior, basic, in-depth review. Deal special damage to target and inflict stun for 1 turn. Warrior gains offense up and 20% health up for 1 turn if he has no buffs. That's hilarious. I was hoping for a police binder. Yeah, you know, I have one of those. I actually have a bunch of that stuff. All right, let's go ahead and go into a ships battle. What the heck am I doing? Ships. I went to an all-target lock team. Paper. It's paper! What would vegans say about your notebook? I don't care. All right. I probably got bumped in Fleet Arena. The only problem with the Fleet Arena now with mine is, yeah, rank 8. Oof. Let's see. What's going on with my... Can you guys see the whole picture? For some reason it showcases only most of it. It looks like it's cutting off some of the Nox player. Weird. There we go. Ah, what the heck was wrong with that? There we go. Got it fixed. Dang. Andrew Cox. What's up, bro? That is literally my bro in real life. What is happening, brother? How are you doing, man? I'm glad you joined my stream. What's up? Only he will get this. Bam! Yeah, I got it. I fixed the chop at the top. I have no idea why it did that. That's OBS, man. OBS is a mess. I got to figure out another open broadcast software that's out there. I can see all but the very top. I fixed it. Makes you sad if you see my crystals. All right, so let's see. You can go up 4 paces unless you're in the top 5, and I'm not in the top 5. So the highest I can go is against Fox Racer. So let's do Fox Racer. Warrior Special. Throw it in the drop rates. Deal special damage to all enemies and inflict health down, speed down, shock each for 3 on 3 enemies. If the enemy is not debuffed, burn them for 3 turns. Matt, Man of Master, thank you. That was pretty cool. So I'm using 5 ships in my primary lineup that cause target lock, and then I have 2 more target lock in the back wings, and then I'm just using my JC, but I normally never get to JC. Hashtag Warrior OP, please nerf. So let's go ahead and battle it out. This team is fun. It's totally different than anything I've used in the past, but I got Darth Vader, so I'm like, I better build a team around Darth Vader. It does make me feel like I lose my ships a lot faster now, even though that's an inaccurate statement. See, Biggs. By the way, I love the pictures of them in the top right where it like shakes and blows up and all that kind of stuff. The Imperial, Slave One, First Order, Rex. All right, we'll just go ahead and go Biggs. We'll go Biggs or go home. Go Biggs or go home. All right, target lock. By the way, I love how they show what does target lock. Oh my gosh, 2 speed. We gotta speed that up a little. Alright, let's heal my freaking TIE Advanced, already almost dead. Jeepers. Alright, TIE Advanced is a mess. Get some target lock before I lose him. Alright, nice. Here we go. Now we can start working it. Yeah, I like the new ships update. It's probably my favorite ships update. There's some bigs on bigs action. Did you see that? Woo! Yeah, my bigs won. All right. I also like how if there's a ability that's a target lock ability, that it pulses to let you know. It kind of pulses in the bottom right corner to let you know you probably should be using that ability. But take it with a grain of salt. It's not always the best next move. Let's see. Who do I want to take out? Yeah, I think I definitely want to take out First Order TIE Pilot. He is a heavy hitter. And then we want to take out their Slave 1. Rex on that team does not make sense. Oh, no, 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 no. No, it's on Rex. Okay. Let's go ahead and do target lock. That'll free things up. Alrighty. See how it's pulsing to the right? You can see the left ability and then the right ability. The right ability is kind of pulsing with a little square in the corner. Right over there in the corner. And it's suggesting I do that, which is a good suggestion. Because you get buff immunity off of it. Let's finish him off. Almost. No, and he's gonna heal. No! The good thing is, it doesn't really matter. They can't get cleansed with Darth Vader in your lineup, which I do like that. Alright, we gotta get rid of these next two ships. And I gotta heal my tank, because Biggs is in trouble. Alright, advantage, guaranteed criticals. Let's go ahead and do an assist call. 2 guys hitting Darth Maul's ship. This should be the end. Bam, almost. Ouch! Man, I can't believe I kept him in there long enough to let him do his special. That's my fault. I better hurry up and take him out before he gets to do that double special attack. Alright. Let's bring mine in. We'll have a little slave action, little boba on boba action. I know my opponents are whales as well, and they are a little bit clueless when it comes to how to build a team for sure. Jason asked why did he do that with Rex? And I don't know. You know, Rex is a good ship, but you know, he's really a good ship if you use him specifically in a specific lineup. And so you gotta have that lineup of Republic ships, and he just, you know, he's just super inefficient. By the way, did you notice, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, did you notice that Boba Fett on his basic like has a 80+% chance of always hitting the TIE Fighter pilot? Like, I don't know why, but I have much better luck hitting TIE Fighter with that, with the Boba ship. And Boba's ship is, he's on point, man. If you don't have Boba's ship, you need to get it. Alright. So there's that. We're in striking range. I just want to be in the top 5. That's all I care about. My payout's not for another 7 hours, and I'm not worried about that. Claim that. I gotta do hard battles. Hard battles. Alright, let's do a hard battle. We'll just go do this. And we'll find a hard battle that has... Yeah, right here. I gotta do... Oh, I don't have any energy. Stupid me. We're not doing that. The activities, man. Sometimes I wonder who makes the ideas for these activities. Some of them make sense, but like 5 hard battles on difficult, you know, 5 difficult battles. What? Who cares about how many battles you do? Galactic War. Let's do it. Light side 9B. I don't have any energy to do 9B. We can restart this. And everybody has seen my Rogue One team zip through. Let's go ahead and use my Sith. And by the way, you know how I had node 12, 11 broken, and then I had recently broken node 9? Well, now node 9 is fixed. There's enough people that have gained enough power in the game. It's raised the bar. So yeah, pretty crazy. So if you want to break Galactic War, a lot of people ask, how do you break it? You go into Arena, and you have to register your team. So you go into Arena, and you pick a battle, right? And oh my gosh, rank 9! Holy cow! I'm almost pushed out of the top. Yeah, let's get myself back up there. How about we do that first? Alright, let me get myself back into the... Let's speed up. So the secret to beating a Jedi team is basically taking them one at a time. So just focusing on one at a time. Now I've got to... Yeah, and they do so many buffs. It's absolutely crazy. Look at that. It's just nuts. Let's stun him. Wow. Nice. Now I can just have... So did you see what my Sith Assassin just did? My Sith Assassin took Jedi Knight Anakin down below half health, and then had he not just gained health, I could have just done this ability with Savage and destroyed him. Unfortunately, he gained a little bit of health on that last attack, which sucks. He does gain life, but hopefully he can stay under right now, and then I can kill him. Yeah, we'll just finish him off. There we go. Yeah, they have those abilities just to keep you in the gameplay, and I know that's what the dailies are for, but they become more of a chore, more of a hassle, having to go after, you know, a specific... Let's see. Everybody's got foresight. Again, just focus on one character at a time. Speed everybody up. Everyone else still has foresight. Rogue One is still amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and it's going to become really viable in many different ways in the future. Just keep in mind that all teams are viable, and what's going to happen is teams are going to ebb and flow. They're going to be great for a moment, and then watch this. Let's take out Yoda right through this. Whop! All right. So yeah, pretty easy, but 26,000. Ow, Ayla got me. Dang, my team's looking pretty rough. So people say that Jedis aren't good, and I'm telling you, Jedis are good. And this is the team that's good. This is probably the most overpowered Jedi team you can produce. One of. And let's see. She's stunning everybody. And we'll finish her off. Wow. There you go. So R1 teams, Rogue One teams, they're amazing. There's a lot of amazing teams. There's, you know, the reworks, every single rework. They're really, really good. But hybrid teams are the way to go. A hybrid team is a team where you can, and I'm waiting on my challenges, But the hybrid teams are a team like, you have 3 resistance and then 2 others, or like Sith, you have 4 Sith and 1 other. You do what you can to make it as best as possible for you. And so I think the best rework of all reworks is the Sith. I do believe that. Plus the Sith are just fun to use, right? By the way, Jason said you always go to Yoda first. Yeah, I don't worry about Yoda, honestly. I go after his Jedi Knight Anakin hits for so much and gets so many additional turns when you're going after their opponents. I just go ahead and take him out, and then I take out their tank, and then I take out Yoda. So not too worried about it, but the kill order does matter, and you can change it up. And yes, Yoda is a big deal to get gone for sure. But yeah, a Nihilus lead. I know a lot of people have seen my Rogue One team zip through this, and so I'll do a Nihilus lead, and we will. Let's auto the first few, because the first few are going to be easy to beat anyway. And yeah, our Rex is a great character, and R2 is going to help a lot of teams. R2 is going to be able to make more teams viable for a longer period of time. So, if you want to play Resistance now, they're going to be more viable. If you want to play First Order, they're going to be more viable now. If you want to play, a specific team that maybe doesn't have as much viability right now in the Maul meta, R2 is going to give you that viability that you're looking for. All right, let's go after Rey first. Man, I love Darth Maul. I tell you, the Sith for me, I know everybody hates the Sith, but because it's just so powerful, but they are fun to play. Don't get me wrong. Like, you gotta admit, going across the way with Darth Maul's AoE and smashing a bunch of Jedi, there's nothing more satisfying in this game than something like that, for sure. Yeah, Savage is absolutely amazing in this game. His rework, he was the biggest turd, and I remember telling people that, oh, he's terrible, he's a terrible character. He was, and the thing is that makes me mad because he's a great character. Like, I love Savage in the Clone Wars, so to see him suck hurts. It really does, but he now actually has a place in the game, and I'm glad for it because he should have a place in the game. And in the right team, he's amazing. Now, he's only really amazing in about one team, which is a Sith, team, but it's definitely amazing. People ask about clones. Clones are really, really, really good, really, really overpowered in the right lineup. And what I mean by that is if you're playing them for, arena, not so much. You're going to have to make a hybrid team. But for every other aspect of the game, phenomenal. You can zip through Galactic War. You can do the raids and get millions. I mean, they're the highest damage dealing teams in the raids, and so they're different. In arena, you're going to have to make a hodgepodge team. You're going to have to take a few of the clones and mix them with another group, and that's the way most teams work. That's why what's Resistance, you have to take a few and mix them, and that's the way most teams are going to be. Grievous should be awesome, but Grievous is not awesome. I wish he was. Pedro says, what's up, warrior? Pedro's been around since the beginning as well. Maul just destroys Jedi in Galactic War. It's so funny. It is funny. I love it. It's fun to watch him clear an entire board. All right, we want to get rid of their healer. Wow. All right. Jason loves Sith as well. He prefers the Nihilus lead in Galactic War. Me too. And the reason for that is obvious. They gain so much life. It's really hard for them to die. Now, I have ran into a few teams in Galactic War that my Sith couldn't beat, and I didn't have that issue with my Rogue One team. So it's possible, but they're different. And the funny thing is everything is like a puzzle. Like, this team can beat this team, but this team can beat this team, and this team can beat this team, and and so that's the point of the game, I think, is the more that they rework characters, the more that they bring in new characters, it's to create this symbiotic balance where you can be whatever you want and you'll be able to beat, you know, 2/3 of the teams, and then 1/3 of the teams will be able to beat you. And you're going to have to decide which, you know, team is more important to farm for you, and then you'll get to farm whatever you want to farm. That's kind of the whole point, is farm what you want to farm. So I think that that's really cool. Alright, we're gonna go auto battle, select option. Let's do this, because I like the basic option. Yes, Jason, you're right. Paper, rock, scissors. That's totally exactly what they're trying to create here in this game, and I think that that's wise. That way, if you like Sith, do Sith. If you like Jedi, do Jedi. If you know, do what you do what you like. R1 in defense. That's a good question. Everybody asks about defense. There's no team that's defensible anymore. I used to be able to sit in the #1 slot and just stay there for weeks and months. Because you could build a particular team that would time out another team, or a team that was overpowered. That's impossible now. I have not been able to find a team composition that can hold at all. I mean, my Rogue Ones drop, Resistance drop, First Order drops, Sith drop. I mean, you saw I was using a Sith team, an overpowered Sith team, and I was 9th when I went into Arena. I almost got bumped out of the top 10. So that's just the state of the game right now, that nothing is can hold on defense. The best thing you can do is take the team you like, make them as strong as possible, and they're going to hold as good as any other team. But Rogue One can hold about as good as any other team. All right. Man, sneeze came on. At least I remembered to mute. I remember doing a video a few months back, and this was probably about 6 months ago. And I'm recording the video and talking and stuff, and then all of a sudden, right in the video, and I just put it on YouTube like that. Like, everybody's like, "What the heck, man?" Yeah, man. My beginnings, hilarious. All right, let's go ahead and do this manually. We're going to get some speed, and let's go ahead and put the shock on Royal Guard so he doesn't auto-taunt. Alright, now we can go back to our killing spree. Yeah, Nihilus eliminated the timeout teams, and I think that that's a good thing. I think timeout teams are kind of cheap. I used them myself, honestly, but they are cheap. Let's go ahead and try and stun him. Boom! Wish I would have taken a little more damage. Oh, almost enough damage for him to do his special ability. That really frustrates me. So close. Let's try and get some stun on. Nice. Got 3 of them stunned on that. Let's take out Vader. And I bet Dooku's, let's see, health. Oh yeah, there we go. Now let's use Savage. Oh, he's taunting. Dang it. Let's put a shock on him again. Let's just get rid of him. Royal Guard. Now, Count Dooku. I don't care what you have. Goodbye. Wow. Stun. Let's finish him off. Alright, yep. Let's shock him. Put some days up since we've got 5s is the only one left. I don't want him to be shooting back, so we'll just go ahead and go to basics and finish him off right there. It says Jedi Luke should be here in June. That's what a lot of people are saying. Honestly, I absolutely don't know, but I have a pretty good feeling no. I don't think Jedi Luke's coming this soon. I think they're going to drag that out as long as they can to keep you guys playing. So yeah, it says, could you ever do a video on the order to farm things in the Cantina store or Arena store? I have, and I do, and I have those videos on my channel. They do need updated because they were done about 6 months ago, and there's a lot that has changed. There's a few new characters in there, and some of the reworks have made characters like Savage more viable, so I definitely need to update those videos for sure. I've just been really busy with all these new videos. Alright, let's go ahead and daze everybody. By the way, dazing Dooku is a good way to keep Dooku from being Dooku. Just taking out Dooku is pretty easy as long as you have daze, which is why the Sith work so well against the Sith. And so it's just one of those things. That Sith is probably the most powerful faction currently available in the game. They are extremely fun to play. So, but there is going to be a time in the day comes when the Sith will be a thing of the past, and people will very rarely use them. But you know, they'll come and they'll go, but that's not going to leave anytime soon. I think the Sith are going to be utilized for the next few months for sure. Shards Falcor Gaming says, "What's up, Warrior? What's happening, dude? How you doing? Love your old Who to Farm videos. Hoping to get a second round mid tiers on Who to Farm. Yeah, I definitely need to update them. And Mother Talzin one day. I honestly think she will come into the game. I really do. Sith are good at killing Sith. Makes sense. Hence the rule of two. Yes, exactly, Jonathan. That is absolutely right. Darth Bane does need to come into the game. You are right." Bobby says he loves these live videos. I love them too. These are actually really, really fun. What I like about them is the interaction, the ability to chat and socialize and play, and it's a lot of fun for me as well. So let's do basics. We'll just do basics on this one. We can zip through pretty fast. I remember when I first started, and I have a friend of mine who just started the game, and he is trying to get through Galactic War and struggling. And so I went back to my roots and I told him, man, a healer team. And you know what's funny? It still works to this day. When you're a newbie, when you're a noob in this game, a healer team, three healers, and 2 DPS, 2 really heavy attackers. And you can get through Galactic War each day. He's excited. He's happy that he can actually grind through and get all of his rewards, because early on the Galactic War rewards are necessary to really grow in the game. Oh, my Node 9 broke again. Yay! Everybody, golf clap, round of a golf clap. By the way, it looks like my stream's lagginess has gone away, or has gotten at least better. Would you guys agree with that? We're going to do basics only, by the way. Seems like OBS has been more stable. What's funny is Darth Maul just will keep going. Darth Maul, Darth Maul, Darth Maul, Darth Maul. I don't know why they haven't figured out a way to go from like iOS to Android, Android to iOS. How do you break your Twitter? Clap, clap. Yeah, Darth Bane for sure. No lag at all. Man, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. Whoa! Holy crap, dude. Look at this Node 10. Oh, no. Let's look at it. Let's see how bad it really is. Okay, of course, Darth Maul. Slow, sarcastic clap. The lag's gone for the most part. Good. What's breaking Galactic War? Did you see my Node 9? How easy it was? That's breaking Galactic War. I'll explain it in a second. Let's see. Does he have this one Zeta'd? Yes, he does. He's got 2 Zetas. And, of course, he's got this guy totally maxed out. Yes, of course. Let's see if he's got his unique. Oh, and he's got his unique Zeta'd. Oh, no. Darth Vader, totally Zeta'd, but not necessary because he's not leader. So, all right. So this guy is totally overpowered. I think the only thing he could do is get 3 more stars on Darth Nihilus, which does very little. Yeah, but you know what? watch me dismantle this team. Let's do it. You know what, though? I hope I'm fast enough to be faster. Oh, they don't have... Oh, okay. I was going to say, they don't have Sith Assassin. That's their problem. Bam! Now watch this. Oh! You guys all have to wait a turn to do what you want to do. Let's speed me back up. Let's go ahead and shock you all. Do you guys ever sing when you play? I do when I get excited. Oh, look at Darth Nihilus. Oh, Sith Assassin. Savage combo. Sith Assassin, Savage combo. I just hit Darth Nihilus with Sith Assassin, and look at him. He's got full protection. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Savage. Ah! Yeah! I love Savage. He is so much fun. Oh, man. Darth Nihilus goes out with a bang. They haven't even had a turn yet. Let's just finish these bad boys off. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I'm telling you, Sith Assassin, Darth Nihilus, or Sith Assassin and Savage combo, absolutely amazing. We'll talk about how to break Galactic War in just a second. Let's go ahead and hit Emperor Palpatine. Ouch. No! Oh no! It's falling apart. It's falling apart. I gotta hurry up and eliminate some of these guys. Oh man, those damage over times are killing me. Ah! Alright, we'll take out their Savage. Yeah, the damage over time, I've gotta hurry up and heal. I gotta hit to heal. That's the only way to survive, is to do damage and then you gain life. Oh, I lost 3. But this is my last node for the day, so that's alright. Still trying to break your node 11. I always come to your 6th Galactic War node and then it's too hard. To the 6th Galactic War node. Yeah, Galactic War node 6 can be a challenge for sure. And yeah, you don't want to chase the meta. What you want to do is you want to focus on characters that have been reworked, that are definitively good now and will be in the future. Things like Biggs and Wedge really started it off. And live chat, what's up, Andrew? $10 donation. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the donation to the cause for sure. That is much appreciated. And there's node 11 broken. This is what broken means. Yeah, $10 donation hype. Whoop, Black Cobalt. Do some hype, man. Be my hype man. That is awesome. I really appreciate that very, very much. And the last 2 will be broken nodes, means that the game cannot find anything higher for me to battle, so they're going to give me an easy battle because there's nothing else to. Alright, we're going to go in there. Galactic War isn't the only thing broken. When I saw some crit hits with his Nihilus lead. We'll have to go back and watch it on replay. I'd be interested to see how much damage she did. That is way awesome, dude. Appreciate that donation. Again, that is very kind of you. Alright, my last Galactic War node. So I told you what you have to do to break your Galactic War. This is what you have to do. You're going to have to go into your arena, and you're going to have to put the strongest team that you have into your arena. Now make it with sense. Put a leader in the leadership position, and but have all 5 be the top 5 characters that you have. And your top 5 are going to have to be somewhere in the ballpark of 46 to 50,000 arena power, and it roughly changes for each individual. So you're going to have to put it in there. Once you put it in there, you will. And there I got Savage. Cool. Once you put it in your arena, do a battle. And you can escape the battle. You don't have to fight the whole battle, but do the battle. And then after you do the battle, you can get out and you can change your arena team back to what you want. But what happens is when you do that, it registers it in here. Under Manage, under Arena Power. And if you look, there I am. I'm in the top. We have the highest team in the entire game. for arena powers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 7th in the game. And my arena power that's registered is over 54,000. So the 54,000 power is what breaks the Galactic War, because in node 9, 10, 9, 11, and 12, it's looking for a team stronger than 58,000 arena power, and it can't find it. And so because it can't find it, it breaks. And then when it breaks, it, you know, gives me these cheap teams that are easy to beat. So this is what you want to do. You want to register your top team by playing in an arena battle, and it will register into your team, and you can look at it right here. You can see where you're at, and you can decide how high you're going. Now, for everyone, it's different. I've had people that have broke their Galactic War at 46,000. I've had people break it at 48,000. But you're going to have your 5 top characters, put them in to arena fight one time. It'll register, and that will break the Galactic War for you, hopefully. Let's see if there's anything to give. I am currently farming. Let's give all this stuff away. If I'm not currently farming it, I give it away. Stun cuffs are actually what I requested. I requested stun cuffs. So I'm not going to give the stun cuffs I literally just got. And there's my stun cuffs that I got. Shows who gave them to you. Yeah, Sith Assassin dealt just over 12k against Nihilus, straight to health. So it wasn't that. Warrior, know how to transfer your account? Nope, not really. But if you have a Android and you go to iOS, you can at least play your Android account on a computer, which is cool. I mean, so you could go iOS and you won't have it on your phone, but you'll at least be able to continue your progress. Top 5 strongest free-to-play characters. I actually have a farming guide that has over 100,000 views that shows the top 26 free-to-play characters, and I do it by healer, tank, support, and attackers. So if you want to check that out, that would be pretty cool. Man, now you gotta scroll to the right like for a year. It's like the yellow brick road, man, to get to your free. Let's see what I get in my Bronzians. Probably junk. Occasionally I get a piece of purple gear, and that makes my day. That makes me super happy when I get like a Mark III Carbonti drop. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I love the Sith Assassin combination with Savage. It's absolutely satisfying. It's probably my favorite 2-hit combo in the game, even more than the Biggs and Wedge combo. Someone asked, what emulator am I using? I'm using Nox. I tried 2 other emulators before, and both of them were unstable at best. And so I had to get a player that would be stable inside of OBS, and the other ones just either wouldn't stream or kept crashing on me. And so I had to find one that worked. And Nox, the Nox player, Nox, is the one that was stable enough that I'm able to do what I'm doing right now. So, man, I've got my fleet challenges. I hate that I have to do hard difficulty battles. I need 2 more. I think that's dumb. All right, let's go find a hard battle for my gear I'm looking for. This is my favorite list. R2's now in there. That's pretty good. Let's see. Nope, I don't want any of that. So I'm doing Sith Assassin because I'm trying to get him to 7 stars. That's why he's in here. And I'm doing Plo Koon. I'm just trying to get him to gear 11 because of his ship. For the endurance-led team that I run, I'd like to put Plo in there, so I've been working on him. General Veers, obviously, he just got reworked, and he's really, really fun. If you want to watch a team do massive damage, General Veers and his Imperial Troopers are extremely fun to play. It's like playing clones, but better, because they do the damage you wish clones could do. And then Snow Trooper, because Snow Trooper is one of the top 3 Imperial troopers. So I'm getting him up. He's gear 9. And then R2-D2 I just unlocked, so I'm going to be working on him. Director Krennic will be my farm for the next year because he's on 1 node. And I get maybe 1 shard a day. Some days I get none. So just like everybody else who complains about farming Baze or Shore Trooper, I feel you. Even as a pay to play, I feel you, because Director Krennic, I mean, I've got him 4-star. I got to get him to 5, 6, and 7, and that's going to take forever at 1 shard a day. So, and then Pow, people want to know why I got Pow in there. The reason why I have Pow in there is because he's not 7 stars, and he's an easy farm to get to 7 stars. So why not get all of my characters to 7-star? And I have the currency. And now I can promote Pow. Yay, to 3 stars. Now I'm just going to get him to 7 stars. There's really no point. I'm not going to go any further with him. So, but I do get every character to 7 stars if I can. If I can get him to 7 stars, I will. So, and I can get him to 7 stars because he's farmable. He's actually an easy farm. So he's in there for farming. Sith is in there for farming. Director Krennic is in there for farming. And then for gearing, I'm doing R2-D2, Snow Trooper, General Veers, and Plo Koon. And Plo Koon is really close. I just need these 2 pieces. I need 50 of these, which is a pain in the butt. And then I need 50 of these, which I have 39 of. And I've been getting these in raids. So I've got to wait. Is a Rogue One team good at 4 stars? That's relative to the shard that you're on. 1 node on Krennic, so troll by the devs. Yeah, anytime they put 1 hard node for any character, that's messed up. Especially characters that are really, really good. Makes it really hard, obviously, for anyone to get them. So Shore Trooper and Baze, very, very, very difficult. Someone asks, does Gear 12 exist? No, you cannot get to Gear 12. If you look, this guy's at Gear 11, and he's got all of his pieces filled out except for this. You would have to have this to get to Gear 12, and this piece does not exist in the game yet, which is why there's question marks. So, yeah, Pow is garbage. I do have a video coming out on him, and I don't want to say garbage. I'm sorry, that's rude. They spent all the time working on him and making him. He doesn't work the way he should, in my opinion. He just doesn't have the kit that is impressive. His basic, which he can hit up to 3 times, does like 2,000, so maybe 6,000, and he's an attacker, and that's best case scenario. That's pretty bad. Sakala has an 11-turn cooldown when maxed out, and it does hardly any damage, and the offense up is negligible. You'll probably lose it by the time you get it. The Sonic Grenade doesn't do much damage. Actually, this is what I was talking about. This doesn't do much damage to people. You know, his unique, whenever they do basic attacks, like all the rebels you're going to use are going to be using all these specials. They all have like 2 specials. And so this is not going to kick in nearly as much as you would think. It does work okay if you're with Shore Trooper, or sorry, Baze and Chirrut. Chirrut and Baze will trigger him. He's okay with a Chirrut and Baze combo, but it's weird. When you got to use multiple characters to make a character good, that's not so good. So you don't want to have a character that independently isn't good. See, you can put Darth Nihilus on any team, and Darth Nihilus is good. You can't put Pow on any team, and he's good. You can't. So unfortunately, that's why he's not as good, nearly as good. In a 5-star Galaxy Star rating, you know, with 5 being that you've got to get him and got to get him now, like Darth Nihilus is, I would put Pow at a 1 or 2. So pretty low. So yeah, and let's see, those are my favorites. And what was I? Oh yeah, I was going to get some stun cuffs. That's right. Man, I get so sidetracked talking to you guys. Let's see. Let's get a few more of these. I got to do hard node. So I want to get 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's do a couple of these. Then I got 1 out of 2. That's a 50% drop rate. I'm pretty happy about that. All right. So other people want to know why I don't do all of these down here. And if you go to guild activities, you can look. It says next activity daily challenges. So I'm going to wait until after my reset, and after my reset I will do that, and then I'll do my daily challenges then. And let's see, R2 on a first order team. Yeah, he can work on any teams. That's the thing about R2D2. He's a standalone. He's kind of like Darth Nihilus. You can put R2 on any team and he's going to work well. Now, he is going to shine exceptionally when he's with the Resistance, Jedi, clones, or rebels, because that's the tags he has and he gives extra boosts to all of them. But he is a standalone character, meaning you could use him in any lineup. And so, yeah, I think R2D2 is pretty amazing. Let's see. I don't know if I can fight anymore because I'm in the top 5, and I don't want to bump the number 1. Yep. Suck Me Penguin Get a Life is in the number 1 slot. And let's see. Who's number 2? Let's take the number 2 spot. Glidex. So this is a good team. Glidex has a great team. I'm actually friends with Glidex. I don't want to take him out. We'll take Sis out. I don't know who Sis is. Sis has a really strong Rebels team. Let's do that. Stars only matter for certain characters, like attackers really need to be a higher star level because they get a lot more health and protection, and you need every bit that you can get, especially with someone that only has 30,000 health and protection. You know, losing 6,000 health and protection makes it a difference between whether they're viable or not. Whereas, you know, a tank losing 6,000 health is not such a big deal. So, yeah, let's use this team. Emperor Palpatine is great against these characters. Alrighty, someone hates Penguin. Yeah, you know why Penguin has such a bad rep, and by the way, I don't have anything against Penguin. I actually like him, and I like him because he challenges me. He is a uber whale. His roster makes my roster look small. I mean, he's spent a lot of money in the game as well, and he's great though because he puts in lots of different combinations, lots of different teams, and I get to play against those teams, and that's what makes someone better, is playing against teams that are hard to beat. You got to learn how to beat them, right? And so that's what makes you a better player. Having teams that are easy, while it may be fun for you because you're stomping people, doesn't make sense for your edification and your growth. So let's go ahead and try and stun them before Tenacity Up goes up. And Chirrut now is who I need to worry about. Let's go ahead and daze them. I don't want them getting extra attacks. And let's go ahead and increase their cooldowns. And let's see Wedge. Let's try and work on Wedge because he's definitely part of that 2-hit wonder. We'll get rid of him. And Tenacity Up is up. We're in trouble now with Tenacity Up. The good news is we can continue to work on him. Savage to the rescue. What? Rhodey Harris, what's happening? He's the last Skywalker. I did his roster review just recently, so that was pretty fun. Now I can hit these guys by giving offense up. Bow. 6,000 damage too. That's pretty nice. All right, well, we're gonna take out Biggs. He's a heavy hitter. I leave Wedge, I leave Chirrut and Baze around till the end. Let's go ahead and reduce the cooldown. Paused. The heck? How would a Vader? Yeah, Russ. He's right. Russ is right. Russ is on my payout shard, and Russ is right. He is a jerk at payouts. He knows when all of our payouts are Penguin, and he'll snipe you right at your payout. And we all try to work together, and this is why. There's no reason why, if there's 9 of us and 9 of us have different payouts, why we all can't be number 1. There's no reason. So why not let everybody be number 1 and get their free crystals? And he knows when his is, and then nobody's awake when he gets his payout, but he's awake when we get ours, and he makes sure to try and prevent all of us from getting our crystals. And we still have to battle up to number 1, but it just stinks that he does that for sure. All right, we got to take this team out. Vader is okay, but Zal eats it up. You know, if you can get your Darth Vader fast, then it works okay. But you gotta have a fast Sith assassin. No! I hate when he heals him. Alright. Well, I'm going to be able to take out Baze here in just a second anyway. So it won't matter. Oh, he's almost dead. And he heals completely and utterly. How annoying. Baze, man, I tell you what. Best tank in the game. Oh, and I just lost a character. Let's put some Daze out. There we go. Whap! Oh, let's get rid of him. Nihilus, man. I tell you what, Nihilus is the way to go. Chirrut by himself is super annoying too, though. I know a lot of people say Chirrut is not viable by himself. That's inaccurate. He's just not as effective. But he is good. But if you look there, he's still under red, so he's in trouble now. Well, he's yellow. He's back to red, and here he is. Done! Yep, Tenacity's good, and Tenacity up is crazy. Alright, so I'm staged in number 3. Sis came out of nowhere a couple of weeks ago and started battling all of us. And you know what? I'm proud of Sis. I'm proud of any of these guys who weren't a thing, and they are now. So Sis is relatively new to the top 10. Augustus is relatively new to the top 10. Darth Sigma is relatively new to the top 10. And this new guy, Kawida, I think it's Kawida, he's new. Fallen Nil, he's new. So, yeah, there's a bunch of new guys kind of coming up, and they're earning their keep. They're fighting us. They're doing good. So that's okay. We're fine with all of that. We'll battle it out. It's pretty fun. Any sightings of R2 yet in Arena? I have not seen any R2s yet in Arena, but I've only played a couple Arena battles, so... Alright, I got my challenges for tonight. Let's go ahead and do another ships battle. And, let's just go to number 3 because I don't want to take the number 1 slot. Again, I try to be respectful and let people get their payouts and stuff. I think you catch more flies with honey. You know, I think if you treat people the way you want to be treated, it is a war game and you do fight. So for anybody who decides to just have all-out war with everybody and prevent people's payouts, hey, I ain't judging. But for me, it just seems like I do much better if I work together, because if you make 8 or 9 people upset at you in your area, it makes life a whole lot harder. So let's go ahead and clean my guy up. Yeah, Fallen Nil was Simon. That's right. I actually forgot that. They changed. He sold his, and then the guy that bought it changed his name. Pretty crazy, by the way, that you could you know, change it. Change the name and buy the account, but spending a lot of money on an account, man. I think he got a lot of money for that. Alright, let's put some buff immunity over his head. Finish him off. Come on, come on. Take out my tank, even though he was stealth. That's the only thing. If you have a 2-tank combo, you kind of screw yourself. And let's do Boba Fett. Oh, he's still taunting. Dang it. We'll make it hard for them to hit my guys by bringing him in. Boom. And he hits good. Yeah, Brad Russell says sort of don't poop in your own backyard. That's actually exactly right. That's the whole point, you know. If you make enemies with everybody, then you just make life harder on yourself. So, you know, you can do it, whatever. You can do it. If you're, you know, wanting that challenge, then have that challenge. But most people would rather just everybody get their payouts so everyone worked together. I gotta dispel that guy. Damn it. My Darth Vader is my dispeller. And unfortunately, I used his ability when I shouldn't have. Boy, this is turning out not so good, this ship's battle. Frederico, thank you, man. Appreciate it very much. Chrome Cobra, you almost got tie advanced. Pretty awesome. Just lost my other tank. Good night. This guy is working me. Alright. I gotta bring in my Boba Fett. Because now Boba Fett's gonna come in and do some massive damage just like his did. Alright, let's hit them all. That is very fun. And let's go ahead and finish him off. And let's quickly kill Boba. Hurry up, kill Boba. Oh, he dodged? Whatever. 2% chance of dodge? My butt. Alright, that works. Let's stealth and make Boba go after Boba. Oh, it's over. Well, that turned around really fast. Man, it was looking bad for a second there, wasn't it? It says you get in contact via Discord. Grim saying, how's it going, Warrior? What's up, Grim? How's it going, man? We talk almost every day, and that's pretty cool. Warrior, how do you get in contact with people in your squad arena? Most people do it through the forums. They go into the forums and they look up to try and find where their squad is, and when they find them, then they figure out another means of communicating, like we talk on Discord. So I went in to the forums, found them, then they told me what the Discord chat was, went into Discord chat, and we chat daily. Actually, I chat as much with them as I do with anybody else, so that's pretty fun. We actually, if you work together, you can make better teams, and so this is the other reason why I work well with the guys on my arena shard. I can put certain team compositions in that they want to work against, if they want to see how their teams are going to play against a certain team, so they kind of have that advantage. The other thing is I can ask them, how did that team do on defense? When I put Kylo Ren in versus Darth Vader, did Kylo Ren do better than Darth Vader on defense? And they can tell me yes or no, and so we can kind of theory craft together, because we are our own sandbox. Our arena is our sandbox of sorts, and so the more people in the top 10 that you kind of work in unison with and help with, you can really theory craft quite well together. So yeah, the Boba damage was crazy on that. The greatest warrior ever. Cody, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I get comments every day from people who are free to play who say thank you for the information. And keep in mind, just because I have a really powerful big account, I keep free to play in mind every day. All my friends are free to play. I want to make sure that the information I'm giving helps guide and direct you guys into the right path. That's why I do that. It says, Cobalt says he's got to go. And Joel says, first time catching one of your live streams. Hey, Warrior, what's happening? I have no idea, actually, how long I've been streaming this. So hopefully it's still going good. Let's see. I think I've done about everything that I can do. Let's do this. I can get some more Sith Trooper. Theorycraft. Kylo, Lando, Snow Trooper in a team. All AoE with cooldown reset likely. Wow, interesting. That would be a really, really fun. That would be a really fun way to go. It'd be interesting. Nobody has a 7-star capital ship, if you're wondering. That's not possible yet. There is no Team Instinct Discord server. We don't do Discord, we do Slack, and they do not let anyone from the outside in to their Slack, and that is with good reason. There's 150 of us already, and it's already a lot of chatter, and so we want to keep it limited, which is why Team Instinct decided to stay with the top 150 and not keep expanding. That was one of the things. I know some people said, what happened to TI? There was all these issues. Or did Warrior leave TI? No, I didn't leave TI. Team Instinct is Team Instinct. The original vision of Team Instinct was to be 150 of the top players in the game, among, not the best, but among the best, meaning that there's a lot of really great players out there, and we wanted to be 150 of some of the best paired together. But we didn't want to grow past 150, and then all of a sudden we were at 300, and we were looking at adding another 100, and you get to a period where your vision for what you had set up is different. And so the idea was to kind of get back to our roots. Most of the guys that were in Team Instinct that are no longer in Team Instinct are in DLOO, which is Dark Lords of Old, and that is a freaking awesome guild. They have a waitlist even as well, because they have just as many whales and krakens in their guild, and they're phenomenal. They're a great bunch of guys, and so shout out to Dark Lords of Old. They're amazing. And let's see, Warrior in fleet shipments. How do you manage between shards and the Zeta? So the way that I would do it, the way that I did do it when I went into ships and I would go into the fleet store, is I've got a lot of credits kind of right now, but I would get one ship that I'm farming right now, and I would work on one character that I'm farming right now. Let's see. Orienter777 says, what's up with my name change to Warrior Presents? I think just Warrior would have been fine. So Warrior wasn't available, and Warrior isn't available about anywhere in the world. Like, everybody's a Warrior everywhere. And so I needed to have something other than Warrior. And I am presenting something, right? When I'm on YouTube, I'm presenting a game or theory crafting, or I'm presenting, X, Y, or Z. And so I liked and wanted to go with Warrior Presents because I'm presenting something. And so that's what I did. And I found the no resistance in that name. I was able to change my name very quickly, but on YouTube to have that URL of Warrior, it wasn't possible for just Warrior. So I wanted to make sure that consistently on all the social medias, I could have Warrior Presents. On Twitter, Warrior was taken, Warrior Present wasn't taken. So I wanted to make sure all of that was lined up. I'm getting off track though. So what I do is I farm a ship at one time, and I farm a character at one time a day. So that's up to 800. And then I save the rest for ability material, Zeta materials. And when I get to 2,000 saved up, then I purchase it. When you're early on, you won't worry about Zeta. You're going to worry more about characters and ships. So I would split half of your currency to ships and half of your currency to characters. Yo Warrior Joker says, should he buy the Shore Trooper pack? If you spend money in the game, man, $20 is nothing. Do it. It's a great boost to your Shore Trooper for sure. If you don't spend money, of course, don't spend money. It's pretty simple right there. Yeah. So Morad, I think that's your name, Morad, said hashtag branding, and that's exactly right. I'm kind of going long term with this. It is just a hobby of mine right now, but I do want it to eventually at some point evolve into more than just a hobby. Let's see. Jason said, Grim, why would you use Veers like that? If you're using Veers, a trooper team is the way to go. That is for sure. I think to maximize Veers, you definitely want him in an Imperial trooper team for sure. Let's see. We've done pretty much everything. I've done my battles. I've done all my activities. Any questions out there specifically about the game or gameplay that you guys have? And it says, Augustine says, hey, Warrior, do you know the truth about Penguin? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but we've been playing in the same shard or the same leaderboard since the very beginning. So I know his habits. I know when his payout is. Nobody wants to wake up at 2 a.m. to screw him. So we just let him have his payout, which is what we would hope that he would do for us. But then he gets real active during our payouts and tries to block us. Says, what if I'm done farming rebels? What meta should I farm? Don't farm a meta. Okay, that's a good topic. Don't farm a meta. You want to farm characters specific that are good for any team. For example, let's say you want to do Jedi, right? You're like, which Jedi should I do? Well, you go into Jedi and you look at them. Which of these Jedi are good outside of Jedi teams? Well, General Kenobi, but you may not be able to access him yet. So you go down the line, Ayla Secura. Ayla can be used in every single team out there, just like Jedi Knight Anakin can be used in any team out there. Now, all the rest of these guys are pretty much going to need to be in a Jedi team to be really overpowered. Barriss Offee, if you Zeta her ability, then she's good outside of arena, or outside of a Jedi team. But so for me, the top 2 picks in this list, if you can't get General Kenobi, would be Jedi Knight Anakin and Ayla Secura. So you want to cherry pick, if you will, cherry pick the characters that are going to help you the most out of those. Let's say, Jawas, for example. Jawa, Dathcha, and Jawa Scavenger, good characters, but I don't have them very high because I just got them up for the ability challenge, or the mod challenge. But Chief Nebit and Jawa Engineer, both great characters and can be utilized in many different areas of the game. So those two, that's why they're gear 10 and 11 respectively, because of that. Qui-Gon Jinn is good on many teams. Yes, early to mid game. Early to mid game, Qui-Gon Jinn is absolutely amazing. At late game, where I'm at, where everybody's maxed out, Qui-Gon Jinn by himself on an independent team is not that good, especially because his Zeta ability especially affects just the Jedi. So, yeah. The drop rates on those packs are going to be what's minimum. Whatever it says is minimum on those packs, that's what you're going to get. So that's what you want to do. You want to cherry pick. You want to come through here and you want to go, okay, Rebels, what are the Rebels I should be doing? Well, Biggs and Wedge are overpowered together. They're phenomenal hitters, so do Biggs and Wedge. Baze and Chirrut, that's a good pairing or a good combination. If you don't like Rebels, don't do any more of the Rebels, right? If you go into Empire and you decide, you need to know which Empire that you want to go for, figure out the Empire that are going to make the most sense. Like Emperor Palpatine makes sense on any team. Any team, you can use Emperor Palpatine and he's phenomenal. TIE Fighter Pilot works in ships and works underneath Emperor Palpatine, and he's just independently a really fast and great character with ability block. Darth Vader, great character, but you got to look at each faction and decide what character in that faction makes the most sense. Rex and Fives, they make a lot of sense outside of a Clones team, but Clone Sergeant, Cody, and Echo, not so much. So you want to focus on those characters. Don't focus on a faction. Focus on characters specific that will help you in that. See, Emperor Palpatine is good at 5-star. Yes, Emperor Palpatine is very good at 5-star. He's a bit squishy at 5-star, but you definitely want to do that. People say that people chase the meta in Arena for sure. They do, and the meta is what's popular, right? And the meta could be anything, but I say focus on characters that are good, that are going to keep you good for the long haul. Don't get caught up in the Sith, and so now I've got to do Count Dooku and Darth Sidious and blah blah blah. Do the characters that you're going to be able to utilize outside. Ask yourself, is this character going to be good outside of X team? So like if you're doing Darth Sidious, is Darth Sidious good outside of a Sith team? Actually, he's pretty good outside of a Sith team. But, pick a character, and if the answer is no, then you may not want to focus on that character as much, especially free to play. You really want to hyper-focus on those characters are going to be really, really good in whatever character that you do. So, Cosmin says, hi, big fan, awesome. A question regarding how to sim battles for farming gear. Is it always sim 8 for the best results, or does it change? Okay, so Forte watched my past. So the gear drop rate on those particular pieces of purple that I was doing was 25%, and I wanted to give the RNG basically twice the ability, so I was doing 8 instead of 4, but you could do 4. And so that gives me consistency with the drop rate. I know people say that that's crap, but it works for me. It has worked very, very well. I used to do a total of 20 sims at a time, and I'd walk away with 3 of something, or one day 7 of something, but I consistently get 8 to 12 every day now, doing it the way I do it. So definitely, but for like the lower level, like white and green gear, a lot of times I'll just, for white gear, I sim 1-for-1. For the green, the drop rates are closer to 50%, so I do like 2 to get pretty much guaranteed get 1. And so I do the drop rate based off of how many based off of their drop rate. Says, but you do see, John Lee says you need a certain team to beat the current meta. Yeah, there's certain teams that will pop up that you're going to have to go against, and if you want to beat them, you're going to have certain characters to beat them. And by the way, that's why toot toot, I have the B2 train that everybody, I tell everyone, have the B2 battle droid, and then people get it and they're like, why do I need it? I don't use him. Well, you don't use him because you haven't ran into a situation where you absolutely had to have him, but you do have to have him at certain times. Just like Rex, Rex, everybody that dealt with Rex and had him up, all of a sudden he became famous overnight because he became the anti-Maul meta, and now Rex is just as popular as Darth Maul is. So definitely, that's how you say it. Awesome. I'm glad I said your name correctly. I hate having to misspell people's names. And then it makes sense. Thanks. Good. So I kind of give the RNG the chance to roll what I want it to roll. But RNG's funny. It does what it wants to do, and it's going to skunk you sometimes, and it's going to give you really high drop rates at times. But it will average. It will average out, and it will give you what the average is most of the time. Do you think Resistance team is good for Arena? A hybrid Resistance team is good for Arena, and that is because for Arena, you need a hybrid team. I don't think there's any team that is a full 5 faction, 5 characters out of 1 faction that are super arena worthy, all 5. I mean, they're good, they're great, but they're not phenomenal. If you want the best of the best, you're going to have to. David says, can you explain your love for Sunfac? He seems like a tank of the past. He's not a tank of the past, and he's going to become more popular as the meta changes again. So for anyone that has Sunfac, they're going to be happy. He can take away turn meter. People don't know that, but he can take away turn meter, like up to 50%. He dispels on his basic. Any character that dispels on basic is a phenomenal character. He's tanky, is the highest protection in the game, and he's super. If you put tenacity on him, you're going to not have to worry about anything. He's just going to constantly counter, constantly down them. He can put offense down, critical chance down. So he's a great tank right now in the current meta. Obviously, what works the best is Baze, if you have Baze. But if you don't have Baze, Sunfac is the way to go, and Sunfac has a great ship as well, so he's a phenomenal tank, one of the top 3. It says, let's see, we did that one, Sunfac. What team did you use to get 7-star Palp? I have a video, actually. Go check it out. I use a crazy old team. I think it was before the Biggs and Wedge combo, before Wedge was actually reworked and everything. I was using Biggs, who was kind of junky, Leia, Admiral Akbar, Lando, and Stormtrooper Han. I'm pretty sure that was the combination. B2 can debuff the Zal stealth, absolutely, which is really great. Plus, he puts evasion down on his basic. That's why B2 is amazing. And he gets to take a ton of turns, because every time they evade, 40% of the time he gets another turn. Or every time one of your guys takes damage, which is going to happen, he gets another turn. So, yeah. Jonathan, you are right. 5 Sith is great. It's actually the only faction pass that I've seen where you could have all 5 in and it be overpowered in this current thing. Rogue One, pretty damn good, but Sith definitely, of all the faction passes they've done, in my opinion, the best faction pass ever done was the Sith. And by the way, we've been asking for that, right? We told them we want Darth Maul good, because I remember doing Darth Maul review and he was a turd and everybody hated him. So let's see, Sunfac has kind of slid, but it takes Separatist rework. He'll be awesome again. He doesn't even need a Separatist rework. Just wait until the meta starts to shift again, and Sunfac will become very relevant again. So someone said, let's see, Dr. Shavano says, thinking of dropping 50 on crystals. Should I get a couple mod packs? I wouldn't personally. I don't feel like those mod packs are a good buy. And then R2 in a droid team actually worked pretty good. That was one of the few builds that I did where I felt like he kind of shined a little bit more. He made the droids harder to hit with the evasion up. And stealth and things like that. So yeah, I think R2 works good in a droid team. I'm not sure he's going to bring droids completely back to Arena. I don't think that just him by himself is going to happen, but if you've got an overpowered droid team that's fast, he might be a great addition. So let's see, is it worth spending time gearing characters past gear 11 Fortier? Yeah, you know, if you can, then yes. If you can't, don't worry about it. Honestly, if you're free to play, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you're a dolphin or whatever, and that's a character you're using in Arena, you do want every little bit to help you out. And Sunfac would be great if he had an auto taunt. I think an auto taunt really changes things, especially because of the speed meta. It was necessary, right? Because everybody has like super fast characters now, and the only way to like combat that, if you can't get as fast as them, is to have an auto taunter to kind of prevent that. Let's see. I'm stuck on what to farm next. Man, I have no idea where you're at. I can't answer that for you. It says, are you going to get Star Wars BF2? I don't know. Oh, Battlefront 2, yeah. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. If my guild can't solo the heroic, is Jin worth getting instead of Vader? They might fix him soon. Yeah, Jin's good in the raids. She's pretty good in the raids. I like her on the Rogue One team. She's one of the best rebels, and she's farmable now. So she takes a while to farm out of the guild store, but I would get her just to get her because I look at the guild store and the guild store currency. There's a few others I would get before her, but yeah, she'd be on my list of farming. Do I have any mods with a secondary speed of 20 or more? I do not, but I think 26 is the absolute highest you could possibly have. Or let me see, 6... Yeah, somewhere in the ballpark of 25, 26, I think is the highest you can go. Belgium's in the house. What's up? So my highest, I don't actually have that many good speed secondaries. You guys are gonna say I'm lying. I am lying, but comparatively to some of the guys that I see in my team, my best mods are right here. I have a speed set on her, and like this one has 15 speed, but that's not 20 or 20 plus. This one has 14 speed. Again, it's not 20 plus. This one has 18 speed. I think that's my best mod in the game right there. 18 speed. Let's see. This one has 12 speed. This one has 15 speed. And then, of course, the top right always has up to 30 speed. So as a secondary, my highest secondary speed is only 18, where I know a lot of people that have secondary speed over 20. I have none over 20. So this is my fastest character with all these mods, my absolute best set of mods. I only have the speed bonus on it. She's at 270, and I have a guy on my shard that has a 271, so or 273, something like that. So yeah, I don't have a ton of really great mods. That's one reason why I recommend you come into the mod store and you look in here for good mods. That one has 3 speed, but look, it's for crystals. No way. Let's not do that. Let's do credits. And you can do this. Let's, refresh a couple of times. If you refresh a couple of times, there's no harm, no foul with that. This one, green is one of my favorites just because I know for a fact I'm going to get what I'm trying to get. So like if it shows speed as a secondary, I know for a fact speed is going to roll on a green because it's the only one showing. You only get one roll on it, but if you do this, a couple refreshes, you don't want to do a ton. Here's an arrow. No speed secondaries. And let's see. Defense is a secondary. No, thank you. Normally, I don't refresh this. Here's one that has 2 speed. You might get another 5 speed. So this might be a 7 speed secondary with potency. That's okay, but is it worth 1.25 million? Probably not. Here's another one, tenacity with speed. Again, your speed, it's a 5 dot, so that's better. Your speed's guaranteed to roll, but it's only going to roll once. So you're going to get, 5 maybe out of it. So you're going to be at 8 or 9 at best, between 5 to 9. And you'll have spent, 2.5 million credits on a 5 to 9 secondary. So that's how you do it. I'm not going to refresh anymore, but definitely go into the mod store every day. Every time there's a refresh, check it out and see what there is, what's available. We're going to wrap this up here very shortly. I'm going to just do a couple more questions and then I'll get out of here. Casey, yeah, that's funny. Any chance you could do a video on priority of team building based on the top 26? I did do a team compositions video for those top 26, so you got to check that video out as well. Your video series has helped a ton, but a priority list would be awesome. Yeah, you've got to figure out the different team comps you want to do, and that'll give you your priority list because I have the team comps. The next group of roster reviews, I'm working on them. The problem is I had to put them on hold for 1 week because I had like 6 videos for the May the 4th. All these videos I've brought out over the last couple of days. I had to pause everything so I could do those videos. So Warrior, any news if we will get another raid? I don't know. I know for sure down the road someday they'll probably add another one, but no, I don't know of anything anytime soon. Opinions on Plo Koon, I think that he's okay. He's very niche. He's very centric to having a Jedi team, and his ship is really good if you're on an Empire. Definitely ship pilots are someone you have to take into account. He's not one I recommend in the top 26, though, but I am farming him currently in gear to get him to gear 11. So, as always, I appreciate you guys coming in. I love having your guys' feedback and help. Very, very happy that we were able to do this today, kind of impromptu stream. So, thanks for coming in. Thanks for chatting in the live chat. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.